In the quiet, windswept town of Millbrook, nestled in the heart of northern England, Emma Hartley's world was a delicate balance of hope and struggle. The small industrial town, with its grey skies and weathered brick buildings, seemed to mirror the challenges that consumed her daily life. At 24, Emma was not like most young women her age. While others her age dreamed of adventures and careers, she carried the weight of her family's survival on her shoulders. Her mornings began before the first light touched the cobblestone streets. The old kettle would whistle softly, its sound breaking the early morning silence of their tiny cottage. Emma would prepare a strong cup of tea for her mother, Margaret, who had been bedridden since her stroke 2 years ago. The medical bills had eaten through their savings like hungry moths, leaving nothing but memories and mounting debt. Emma worked 2 jobs to keep their home. By day, she cleaned offices at the local industrial park, her hands rough from chemical cleaners and endless scrubbing. By night, she waited tables at the Red Lion pub, where farmers and factory workers would share their stories over pints of bitter. Her uniform was always neat, her smile always kind, even when exhaustion threatened to break her spirit. Her father, Robert, had been a factory worker who died unexpectedly 5 years earlier. A sudden heart attack had stolen him away, leaving behind a family fragile and vulnerable. The insurance money was gone, spent on medical treatments and basic survival. Emma remembered her father's words, "Take care of your mother, sweetheart. Promise me," and she had promised. Their cottage was small but filled with love. Photographs of happier times lined the walls, family picnics, Christmas gatherings, moments when life seemed simpler. Margaret would often look at these pictures, her eyes filling with tears that spoke more than words ever could. Emma would sit beside her, holding her mother's hand, providing the strength they both needed. Money was always tight. Emma calculated every penny, budgeting groceries like a military strategist. Some nights she would eat less so her mother could have proper meals. Her own dreams of education and a better life seemed like distant stars, beautiful but unreachable. The town of Millbrook understood hardship. Most families had similar stories of struggle, of holding on to hope when everything seemed lost. Factory closures, economic challenges, and changing times had left deep marks on this community. But people here were resilient, united by a shared understanding of survival. Emma's world was small but meaningful. She found joy in simple things, a warm cup of tea, her mother's occasional smile, the kindness of neighbors who would sometimes bring homemade soup or fresh bread. Her life was a testament to love, sacrifice, and unwavering determination. At night, after cleaning her mother, preparing meals and ensuring everything was in order, Emma would sit by the window. The streetlights would cast soft shadows, and she would dream. Not of wealth or extraordinary success, but of a simple, stable life where her mother could be comfortable and she could breathe without constant worry. Her routine was a delicate dance of responsibility and hope. Every job application, every extra shift, every careful spending decision was a step towards a better future. Emma didn't see herself as a hero. She was simply a daughter doing what needed to be done, loving her mother with every breath, every action. The townspeople knew her story. They saw her resilience, her quiet strength. In Millbrook, such stories were not extraordinary but normal, a community where people looked out for each other, where survival was a collective effort. As dawn would break, painting the grey sky, with hints of soft orange and pink, Emma would start another day. Her uniform pressed, her lunch packed, her mother's medication organized. She carried hope like a silent companion, believing that each day brought the potential for change. Little did she know that an unexpected opportunity was waiting, just around the corner, ready to transform her life in ways she could never imagine. Her story was just beginning. The community center in Millbrook stood like an old friend, witnessing generations of local stories. Its brick walls had seen countless community announcements, but this particular morning felt different. A bright yellow poster caught Emma's eye during her lunch break, a scholarship program for local adults seeking professional training. Her fingers traced the bold letters, heart racing with a mixture of excitement and doubt. Professional training. seemed like a distant dream for someone like her. Emma's work uniform, smelling of cleaning chemicals and pub kitchen grease, felt like a constant reminder of her current limitations. That evening, she discussed the poster with her mother, Margaret. The older woman's eyes sparkled with hope, despite her fragile condition. "You should try, darling," she whispered, squeezing Emma's hand. "Your father would have wanted you to chase your dreams." Emma knew the scholarship was competitive, local. Businesses and community leaders had pooled resources to help hardworking individuals improve their lives. The program promised full tuition for professional certification, targeting people who couldn't afford traditional education. Her colleagues at the pub and cleaning job had mixed reactions. Some encouraged her, sharing stories of local people who had transformed their lives. Others laughed, suggesting she was dreaming too big. But Emma had learned to ignore negative voices, her determination stronger than their words. Preparing the application became her secret mission. Late at night, after caring for her mother and completing her daily chores, Emma would sit at the small kitchen table. Her handwriting was careful, each word deliberate. She wrote about her experiences, her dedication, her dream of becoming a healthcare administrator. The application asked difficult questions. Why did she deserve this opportunity? What would she do with professional training? Emma wrote from her heart, describing her journey of caring for her mother, managing household finances, and working multiple jobs. She didn't dramatize her story, but presented it honestly. Her friend Thomas, who worked at the local print shop, helped her print and organize the documents. He believed in her, offering support and constructive advice. "Be yourself," he told her. "Your story is powerful because it's real." Submitting the application felt like releasing a bird into the sky. Emma didn't know if she would be selected, but the act of trying felt like a victory itself. She had stepped outside her comfort zone, daring to believe in possibilities. Weeks passed. Emma continued her routine, cleaning offices, waiting tables, caring for her mother. She tried not to think about the scholarship, focusing on daily survival. But sometimes, during quiet moments, hope would flutter in her heart like a delicate butterfly. The community center represented more than just a building. It symbolized opportunity, connection, and the potential for change. Local residents saw it as a beacon of hope, a place where dreams could take shape. Emma's world was small, but rich with love and responsibility. She understood sacrifice, knew the value of hard work, and believed in the power of persistence. Her application was more than just a piece of paper. It was a declaration of her potential. Her mother watched her with pride. Despite her illness, Margaret saw her daughter's strength. She remembered the young girl who used to play in their small garden, full of dreams and imagination. Now that girl had become a woman of remarkable resilience. The scholarship represented more than education. It was a chance to break the cycle of financial struggle, to create a stable future for herself and her mother. Emma didn't want wealth or luxury. She wanted security, the ability to provide care, and the opportunity to grow. As winter approached, bringing cold winds and shorter days, Emma continued her routine. Her hands remained steady, her spirit unbroken. Whether or not she received the scholarship, she knew her journey of growth would continue. The town of Millbrook watched, quietly supportive. In communities like these, individual stories of hope intertwined, creating a tapestry of shared resilience and unexpected possibilities. Emma's application was a small seed, planted with hope, waiting to see if it would grow into something transformative. Her story was far from over. In fact, it was just beginning to unfold. The morning arrived like any other in Millbrook. Grey clouds hung low, casting a soft shadow over the sleepy town. Emma's routine remained unchanged. Prepare tea for her mother, check her medications, and get ready for work. She had almost forgotten about the scholarship application, allowing daily responsibilities to consume her thoughts. The postman, Mr. Williams, had been delivering mail to their street for over 3 decades. He knew almost every resident's story, and today he carried an envelope that would change Emma's life forever. His weathered hands carefully placed the crisp, official-looking letter in their mailbox. Emma discovered the letter when she returned home that afternoon. The envelope was different, official, with the community center's logo neatly printed in the top left corner. Her hands trembled slightly as she opened it, her heart racing with a mixture of anticipation and fear. The first line caught her breath. "Congratulations, Emma Hartley. You have been selected." Tears began to fall, not dramatic or loud, but silent and profound. Her mother, sitting by the window, watched her daughter's transformation. The letter meant more than just education. It represented hope, possibility, and a chance to break their cycle of struggle. Margaret reached out and touched her daughter's hand. "Your father would be so proud," she whispered, her voice soft, but filled with emotion. Emma remembered her father's dreams for her, always believing she could achieve more than their current circumstances suggested. The scholarship covered full tuition for a healthcare administration program. It also provided a modest living stipend, enough to help support their household while Emma studied. Such opportunities were rare in Millbrook, where most people accepted their current economic situation as unchangeable. Emma's colleagues at the pub and cleaning job were stunned. Many had known her as the hard-working young woman juggling multiple jobs, always tired but never complaining. Now she represented something more, proof that determination could create change. Her friend Thomas from the print shop celebrated with her. "I always knew you were special," he said, buying her a celebratory cup of tea at the local cafe. The entire town seemed to vibrate with a sense of shared joy, another local resident breaking through economic barriers. The scholarship wasn't just about Emma. It represented hope for an entire community that had weathered economic challenges. Millbrook had seen factories close, opportunities disappear, but people's spirits remained unbroken. Emma's success was a collective victory. Her mother's health had been a constant worry. Medical bills had consumed their savings, creating a perpetual state of financial stress. This scholarship meant they could breathe easier, plan better, imagine a future beyond daily survival. Emma spent that evening reading the letter repeatedly, allowing each word to sink into her consciousness. The document represented more than paper and ink. It was a ticket to a different life, a chance to transform not just her future, but her mother's quality of life. The local community center had designed the scholarship to support individuals like Emma, hard-working, dedicated people who needed just one opportunity to change their trajectory. They believed in potential over perfection, in effort over background. That night, Emma couldn't sleep. She imagined herself in classrooms, learning, growing, becoming a professional who could make a difference. Her dreams had always been practical: stability, care, opportunity. Now those dreams seemed within reach. Her mother watched her, a soft smile playing on her lips. Margaret had always believed in her daughter's strength, even during their most challenging times. This moment validated every sacrifice, every difficult decision they had made together. The letter became a symbol of hope in their small cottage. It sat on the mantelpiece, a reminder that miracles happen not through grand gestures, but through persistent effort, love, and an unwavering belief in oneself. Millbrook, with its grey skies and industrial history, had produced another success story. Emma Hartley was proof that dreams could emerge from the most unexpected places, that potential was not defined by current circumstances. As dawn approached, painting soft colors across the sky, Emma understood that her journey was just beginning. The letter was not an end point, but a starting point, an invitation to transform her life and create a better future. Hope, she realized, could arrive in the most ordinary of envelopes. College life was nothing like Emma had imagined. At 24, she stood out among younger students, her experiences both a strength and a challenge. The classroom felt like a different world, bright, noisy, filled with young people who seemed to speak a language of youth and possibility. Her first day was overwhelming. Younger students chatted easily, their backpacks fresh and crisp, their conversations filled with excitement about campus life. Emma arrived with a well-worn notebook, practical shoes, and the weight of real-world responsibilities tucked carefully. Behind her determined smile, healthcare administration was complex: numbers, medical terminology, healthcare policies. Each lecture felt like climbing a mountain. While other students complained about assignments, Emma saw each challenge as a precious opportunity. She would wake up at 4 a.m. studying before her morning routine with her mother, her determination burning brighter than any obstacle. Margaret's support remained her greatest strength. Each evening, Emma would share her day's learning, explaining complicated healthcare systems and management strategies. Her mother would listen, her eyes sparkling with pride, offering words of encouragement that made every difficult moment worthwhile. Her classmates slowly began to understand Emma's unique journey. What initially seemed like an outsider became a source of respect. Her practical experience, her ability to connect theoretical knowledge with real-world scenarios, made her stand out. Professors noticed her exceptional approach, her mature perspective. That went beyond textbook learning. Balancing college with caring for her mother wasn't easy. Some days exhaustion felt like a heavy blanket. She would manage her mother's medications, prepare meals, clean their cottage, study, and then attend classes, a delicate dance of responsibilities that would break most people. Financial challenges remained constant. The scholarship helped, but every penny counted. Emma continued working part-time at the pub, taking evening shifts that allowed her to maintain her studies and support her mother. Her colleagues became her extended family, offering support and understanding. Her friend Thomas continued to be her anchor. He would help her with technology challenges, proofread her assignments, and provide emotional support. "You're rewriting your story," he would remind her during moments of self-doubt. His belief in her never wavered. The college environment was initially intimidating. Younger students seemed to navigate technology and academic systems with ease. Emma struggled with online platforms, complicated software, and modern learning techniques. But she approached each challenge like she approached life, with patience, determination, and an unwavering belief in her ability to learn. Group projects became her unexpected classroom. While younger students often approached teamwork casually, Emma brought professional discipline. Her ability to organize, plan, and execute tasks efficiently made her an invaluable team member. What she lacked in technological sophistication, she compensated with practical wisdom. Her healthcare administration program was more than just a course. It represented a pathway to stability, a chance to create a better life for herself and her mother. Each assignment, each exam, was a step towards breaking their cycle of economic struggle. The college noticed her unique journey. Her professors began recommending her for internship opportunities, recognizing her potential beyond academic performance. Emma's story became an inspiration, proof that education had no age limit, that determination could overcome any obstacle. Millbrook watched her transformation with quiet pride. Local residents would ask about her progress, sharing her journey like a collective achievement. In a town where economic opportunities were limited, Emma represented hope, a living example that change was possible. Her mother's health remained a constant background concern. Emma learned to balance her academic pursuits with caregiving, her love creating a protective shield around their small world. Every medical bill, every challenging moment became fuel for her determination. As months passed, Emma's confidence grew. The scared, uncertain woman who first entered the college transformed into a skilled, confident professional. Her journey was not just about academic achievement, but about personal transformation. The challenges were many: financial constraints, age differences, complex learning environments. But Emma's spirit remained unbroken. She understood that education was not just about acquiring knowledge, but about expanding possibilities. Her story was still being written, each day adding a new chapter of resilience, hope, and unexpected potential. The graduation day arrived with unexpected beauty. Millbrook seemed to pause, holding its collective breath, as Emma prepared for her most significant moment. Her modest black dress hung carefully, pressed and perfect, a symbol of her journey from struggle to triumph. Margaret, her mother, sat in the front row. Her health had improved slightly, a testament to Emma's dedicated care and unwavering love. Doctors had been surprised by her recovery, attributing it to her daughter's exceptional healthcare knowledge and compassionate support. Emma's hands trembled slightly as she straightened her graduation cap. Around her, younger students celebrated. with loud cheers and excited conversations. But her triumph was different, quiet, deep, filled with a lifetime of sacrifices and hope. As she walked across the stage, the audience noticed something special. This wasn't just a young woman receiving a diploma. This was a daughter, a caregiver, a survivor who had transformed her entire life through pure determination. Her steps were steady, her smile genuine. The college principal's speech mentioned her specifically. "Emma Hartley represents the true spirit of education," he announced. "She proves that potential has no age limit, that dreams can be achieved through hard work and commitment." Her friend Thomas sat in the audience, capturing every moment. He remembered their conversations during difficult times, the moments when Emma thought she might not make it. Now he watched her triumph, his eyes filled with pride and joy. The healthcare administration certificate meant more than a piece of paper. It represented a ticket to stability, a chance to create a better future for her family. Emma had transformed from a struggling worker to a qualified professional, her journey inspiring everyone who knew her story. After the ceremony, local newspaper reporters wanted to interview her. They were fascinated by her story. A local woman who had overcome significant challenges to achieve her dreams. Emma remained humble, focusing on gratitude rather than personal achievement. Margaret's pride was evident. "Your father would have loved this moment," she whispered, holding her daughter's hand. Emma felt her father's presence, understanding that her achievement was a tribute to his memory and the values he had instilled. The community of Millbrook celebrated together. Local businesses, friends and neighbors recognized that Emma's success was more than an individual achievement. It represented hope for an entire community that had weathered economic challenges. Her new qualification opened unexpected doors. Local healthcare facilities showed immediate interest in her skills. Her practical experience, combined with her academic training, made her an exceptional candidate. Job offers started arriving, each representing a new chapter of possibility. Emma's transformation went beyond professional achievement. She had learned to believe in herself, to understand that challenges were opportunities in disguise. Her journey proved that resilience, love, and determination could overcome any obstacle. The scholarship that had started her journey now seemed like a distant memory. Emma had taken that initial opportunity and transformed it into a complete life change. Her story became an inspiration for other local residents feeling trapped by economic circumstances. Her mother's recovery paralleled Emma's professional growth. As Emma gained confidence in her healthcare knowledge, Margaret's health improved. Their relationship had always been a partnership of love and mutual support. The tiny cottage that had once represented struggle now felt like a testament to their journey. Photographs now included graduation pictures, symbols of their collective triumph. Each room told a story of love, sacrifice, and unexpected possibilities. Thomas organized a small celebration at the local pub where Emma had worked. Friends, colleagues, and community members gathered to honor her achievement. The event wasn't just about Emma, but about celebrating human potential. As evening fell, Emma reflected on her journey. She understood that success wasn't about grand gestures, but about consistent effort, love, and believing in oneself. Her story was a powerful reminder that every person carries unlimited potential. The town of Millbrook had witnessed many stories, but Emma's journey would be remembered. She had transformed not just her life, but had provided hope for an entire community. Her triumph was a beacon of possibility, proving that dreams could emerge from the most unexpected places. Her story was far from over. In fact, it was just beginning.